Summit City Sentinels will be the home team in this one, and the New Jersey Angels Football Club will be the road side. New Jersey just earned a tough and a tight-fought 6-3 win over Kalamazoo, dropping that Kalamazoo club still to a winless mark now of 0-6 on the season. Jersey will stick around should they be able to win this one. You start to have some conversations about what just might happen throughout the rest of the Eastern Conference. The Chicago Mustangs, you kind of know on their side, they've been taking care of business. They have been out front all season long as the defending undefeated all-time champions here in Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. But that second spot out of the East Conference for everybody to go to that finals weekend in Vegas at the very end of March, that remains in question. We are nearly ready to kick it off. Game ball on the center dot. And on that dot for the New Jersey Angels Football Club will be 10 Ashley Batista. Their starting lineup looks like this. Their goalkeeper for this one is 92 Abby Coles. Coles will swap off maybe at some point with Jackie Nassie, who we saw start that other one. Jersey will kick this ball off, and let's get off and running. They'll have the white kits with the light blue kits with the white shorts. And on the Fort Wayne side, they wear blacks with the hints of purple. Rounding out the rest of that starting lineup for Jersey, Jess Johnson is their captain. She wears 12. 20, Farrell Pompanino-Strout. You can see her with the purple hair getting a touch here. Jackie Bruno, number 5, their leading scorer so far with 11 goals on the season. Sarah Martin wearing 9. A shot from long range, saved by Carmen Swigard. A goal for Fort Wayne. Rebound, scored by Jackie Bruno. Oh, we continue having and every match out here. Bruno putting up numbers. Swigard, the keeper, made the first save, and the rebound goes for Bruno on the follow. Bruno put her body on the line. The keeper, Swigard, diving for it too. And now here's a great time to tell you about the timing and the rules in this contest, folks. Because we've got to squeeze these games in over the weekend, you have a running clock until we're inside of 1 minute of each quarter. That clock will only stop on referee discretions and things like injuries. Until we get under 1 minute, then you'll have normal Women's Major League Indoor Soccer timing rules apply. Jackie Bruno handling here. Out for 9, Martin. Shot by Jess Johnson a little bit too high. Carmen Swigard in goal for Fort Wayne. She is the reigning, defending goalkeeper of the year here in Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. The inaugural season last year saw Swigard and her very scrappy Fort Wayne side fall just a single goal shy in the championship match against the Chicago Mustangs. That was an 8-7 contest last year in Cleveland. First turn for them, shot is blocked. Taking that shot, Lena Thomas for Fort Wayne. Quick counterattack comes the other way, quick with a capital Q. The ball's off the wall. Bruno once more, kaboom! Bruno has 2 in less than 2. Oh my. The speed and the determination from Jackie Bruno. And make it 13 goals on the year. That's the lucky number for her. Good wall ball to lay it up to her. Bruno netting both of the first 2. Assist there from Ashley Batista. And we kick off, play on. Had a little bit of a false start on getting that ball restarted after that second score. Taking that, so it's a 5-yard penalty and, of course, a replay of down. Nonetheless, folks, 12.5 here. First quarter, 2-0, New Jersey, early on. Carmen Swigard once more, the goalkeeper. She is now the all-time leader in Women's Major League Indoor Soccer in saves as well as wins. 122 and 5 of them, respectively. Jess Johnson, the captain, you'll see her with the little knee sleeve on her right and the sock pulled up real high so that those run into each other.
Make sure those lines.
Johnson, soft touch to her left for Farrell Pompanino-Strout. Those two having some audible conversations. We're close enough to hear. That's one of those things we love about these indoor arenas, is the ability to hear that. It is positively visceral, what we can hear down around the bench area.
On the audio. That's all you got to do. Make sure those arrows are turned off.
You see this line?
Here is 12, Thomas. Thomas to start a run. Got Natalia Lima, a running mate. Lima, shot saved by Coles. Abby Coles tells us, yeah, it's like the department store, pronounced just like that. Coles, a Colts Neck, New Jersey native, played 4 years at the University of Maryland, also played at Baltimore County, a year at Robert Morris, and then in the USL League W Cedar Stars. All over the place, folks. We tell you that every single match around here in the W is you've got so much varied experience. Some of these players come from professional futsal backgrounds, especially on the Jersey side. You have other indoor background with other sort of fast or mini football type of leagues. You've got experience in indoor and outdoor across everything, club, travel, high school, college, you name it. Keeper Swigard, a touch around the boards, and helping her clear is 24 for Fort Wayne, Madison Schwalm. The goalkeeper, as we mentioned, is Carmen Swigard, wearing number 1 for Fort Wayne. The rest of the lineup around her, as this shot's a little bit high, it's a great time to tell you. 7, Eliana Summer, and 20, Michelle Austin, your starting defenders. Lena Thomas wearing 12, Madison Schwalm wearing 24, as well as Natalia Lima is their top forward. Lima wears number 9. Lima, their leading scorer so far in the season with 5 goals. 2-0, however, New Jersey leads, 10 minutes to play, first quarter. Pompanino Strout, little back touch for Jess Johnson. Johnson right off of the face there of number 99, Brenna Burt. Burt is a new addition to the lineup for Fort Wayne for this match. A Warsaw, Indiana native. And fun fact, Burt was not in the lineup last night. Fort Wayne would defeat Kalamazoo. That was a 6-2 contest. And that was win number 5 for Carmen Swigard to move her into the all-time lead here in Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. This looks like a defensive clearance call. If we saw it correctly, that means this ball should come to the top of the arc. It's funny, that's placed at the stripe, so maybe that's not quite what they've ruled. Nonetheless, shot coming from Stoltzfus, save for the keeper Coles. Ariana Stoltzfus snapping off a nice one with her left. She's a Goshen, Indiana native. Has played for a Kalamazoo-based team, but not the one that plays here in this arena. That was Kalamazoo FC of the USLW. Most recently played for them in 2024. Once more, we come to you live from Let's Play Soccer here in the Kalamazoo, Michigan, Oshtemo / Portage-ish area. When you look at it on the map, it says, okay, maybe it's not quite Kalamazoo, but you know what we mean. It is the home of Kalamazoo's Zoo City FC in our East Conference of Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. 8.5 to play for the quarter. 2-0 still New Jersey. Both goals, Jackie Bruno. Stop us if you've heard that one before. Back touch for the keeper, Abby Coles. Coles pressured. Ortega shot on goal for Fort Wayne. 8, Kim Ortega, a Fort Wayne native, put that on target. Coles up to the challenge, blasted over the head of Swigard. And there is no rebound to be had. But Jackie Bruno just lurks after every single missed shot. Scary. Easy to identify her by that pink leg sleeve on the right. She'll play with the really low socks, too. That's another way that kind of gives her away. And then you've got KT tape, it looks like, on the inside of her left leg. Laid up along the right board. Here is a touch for Jersey's 15, Sayawani Oaxaca, an honorary member of the WMLIS all-name team. She would undeniably make first team in that distinction. Bruno a touch back and to her right for Pompanino Strout. Now Sarah Martin in for Oaxaca with the on-ball defense tight there from Stoltzfus. Well done for her. New Jersey has some confidence in both of their starting keepers. Abby Coles as well as Jackie Nassie have done some great things already in the club's short time in the league, their first season here in Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. Last year, the league begins with just 4 teams, doubles to 8 within one single off season. It's all well and good, but folks, we're just beginning to sniff the potential of this league. It's weekends and can't quite say tournament, but weekends like this with the style of it, where we pack these games in, we pack the crowds into these arenas, and you begin to feel what this could be. Shot, Jess Johnson plunked. Just a little high, not by much. Off frame, so it won't be a save credited for Swigard. Blocked here. Sarah Martin was rejected by Kim Ortega for the Fort Wayne side. Bruno with a little bit of space. She's made to give it up. As Bruno gets it back, here is Brenna Burt. to come and put a little pressure on the ball. Oaxaca back touch for Bruno. And a whole long time in possession here on the Jersey side. Jess Johnson with that blue and yellow captain's armband. The C in it is blue. We just say that as she happens to be real close to us. But the band itself is yellow. Laid up for Johnson. Johnson wide open net. Kaboom! We got Johnson from Martin. 5 minutes, 45 seconds or so of the quarter. And let's take a look on back at it. The moment, pardon us, should be, yeah, you've got that. It's Martin up to Johnson. Bruno started that ball, though. Bruno threaded it in with her first pass to create the scoring opportunity. And then the run finished on the other end by Johnson. We've now got 5 minutes and 15 seconds. And it's 3-0 for the quarter. Natalia Lima handles here. Lima stumbles a little bit, recovers possession. And Fort Wayne just not spending a whole lot of time on attack so far. 2/3 of the way through quarter number 1. This is the kind of Jersey side that showed up for their final match in Las Vegas a couple of weekends ago. In fact, it was like 2 weeks from right now, almost exactly. They would down Albuquerque 13-3. In that match, there was just a different level that team showed up and played at. They had gone 0-3 to begin the weekend. They had seen that pace of play in Las Vegas. They had seen Phoenix. They had seen Vegas, the home side, and the host side in that tournament, and they had seen how quick everything happened. They were shut out in their first match, 3-0. Forget all about that for this one. 4 minutes, 15 seconds, first quarter, 3-0, New Jersey. Jackie Bruno twice, Jess Johnson once, and that's where we sit. Bruno back for Martin. Martin from forever saved Swigard. Summer along the board. Martin got to turn it back for Pompanino Strout and then all the way to the keeper. Johnson was pressed half-heartedly maybe by Lima. Slice all the way down, chest touch to Bruno. This should be one of those 3-line passes as it rears its ugly head. We haven't seen it called hardly at all this weekend, but that is a perfect example. When it goes over all 3 lines, a pass from any non-goalkeeper player makes it over 1 line on your side, the midline, and 1 line on the other. Crosses all 3 of those without hitting the ground. You're going to see this whistled. And then you get a free kick coming from the attacking half. See who Fort Wayne is going to send up there. It's 7, Eliana Summer. Chipped in the right direction of Lima, maybe, to rebound that off the wall. She will not be able to do it. Cut off quickly from Martin. The goalkeeper, Swigard, drifting a little beyond her keeper's area. And if Oaxaca makes that takeaway, it becomes a whole lot more interesting. And you might be talking about a 4-0 game in this first quarter. Just not a whole lot of bodies rotating through. Both of these sides a little bit shorter than they'd like to be. Fort Wayne with 13 available players in this one, and New Jersey with just 12. It's not quite Iron Man or Iron Woman ball, but it's close.
Little pressure.
Chicago on top of the East, as we mentioned, at 4-0. They've got all their points, too, all those wins in regulation. You got the 3-2-1 point system. So 3 for the regulation win, 2 for an overtime win, 1 for an overtime loss. Thomas handling. Lima just missed being able to tap that in. Short corner. Here's Layla Moj to Haiti, handling 21 in the black. Out for 24, Schwalm. Thomas lurking, trying to take this away from Bruno. Bruno's foot skill has been on display from the moment that she first set foot on that pitch back in Las Vegas a couple of weekends ago. And Bruno should have now 13 scores if we've seen what we believe we've seen coming into play today. And adding in the total of 2 that she scored in this one. That would make Jackie Bruno the leading scorer so far on the season. You do have 1 match still to play today in the WMLIS. That game should be kicking off at 2 p.m. Eastern or 12 p.m. Mountain Time. That's Salt Lake City and Phoenix. Top 2 clubs in the West Conference. That should be one of the most fantastic matches that this season has to offer. And you know where you can find that, folks? MLIS Pro TV. Same spot. Shot, save, Thomas. Bounds all the way down into the other end. Mojtahedi may have to go to the keeper, Swigard. She does make a good decision. Finds an opening up to Lena Thomas to clear. Under 50 seconds. Now we do have our stoppage time applied.
Clock stop. 42 seconds.
Clock's still running.
Stop.
Should be under a minute. Clock should be stopped. Our apologies on that.
All right, keep going. We can turn back on now.
Nonetheless, do our best that we can to update you on that. But our in-arena scoreboard now shows 25 seconds.
Clock stop. 20, so it should be 29 seconds.
All right, we've now got 21 seconds.
Should be 29.
We'll see if we get a reset on that time. First, we get the whistle and ready for play, so we got to play on. Shot, block first, rebound, Lima, golazo! That is hot. Capital H-O-T. T-O-G-O, honestly. May as well. 3-1, Natalia Lima with 15 seconds left in the quarter. Fort Wayne on the board. And the final couple of ticks for the quarter should run off without any further damage. And they do. Entertaining first quarter. This Jersey side energized even after having already won the match and expending a lot of energy in that first match of the day. They lead 3-1. Let's take it to the quarter, and we'll be back. You're watching Women's Major League Indoor Soccer on MLIS Pro TV.
In Barca camp, I sing my song Grown on and off of the field. Don't miss the time to register.
Sign up now
for Barca camp.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
How many? 5 seconds.
And we welcome you back inside Let's Play Soccer here in Kalamazoo. The home side done for the day, but we've still got one more match to polish this weekend off. Fort Wayne's own Summit City Sentinels. Maybe a little bit on their heels after that first quarter. They're going to trail 3-1. The New Jersey Angels Football Club looks inspired early in this one. 3-1 is their lead as we come out of the corner break. You got Jackie Bruno twice and Jessica Johnson once, your goal scorers for Jersey. And Fort Wayne side just registered one with Natalia Lima off an important rebound for them to get them going in the right direction and get them on the score sheets. Lima awaits right there on that center dot, and we'll kick this off for quarter number 2. Let's do it. Once more, we come to you live from Let's Play Soccer here in Kalamazoo, Fort Wayne, New Jersey. Somebody is going to, likely out of these two clubs, win the right real soon to go to Las Vegas. 10-match regular season here in Women's Major League Indoor Soccer in Season 2, and you'll have the top 2 out of each conference, the East and the West, heading to finals weekend in New Jersey on the March 28th and 29th weekend over in Orleans Arena in Vegas. Swigard, the keeper, might have put that on target. It's Abby Coles once again, and now Coles had to call timeout down on the field. I think that ball got her in the head. And as she calls timeout, this should send a trainer out. Man, Coles immediately whistled that, said, I'm going to need a moment here. And our trainer's going to be out.
I'm going to replay that.
See if we can take another look at it for you in just a moment. But you see she's squinting her eyes and crinkling her nose up and seeing here, how do I feel after that? Was not comfortable.
Clock is stopped, though, we need. It's 14-19. Clock stopped.
Got 14 minutes and 19 seconds to play here for the second quarter. So it had just barely begun. Our referee crew still out there talking with the keeper. Trainer, thankfully, doesn't have to spend a whole lot of time out there. Once more, 14-19 to play here. Second quarter. 3-1 contest. Our trainer, Carrie Calhoun of Bronson Sports Medicine. And now here comes the second look. Just immediately signaling, tapping the top of her head, and calling the timeout, too. That was pretty alert of a play from her, but they do burn the timeout there at that 14-19 mark. All right, well, as we play on with it, we'll see, does that affect the keeper Coles at all, and do they make a decision on goalkeeping for the second half and say maybe we've got to get her down because we still have season left to play. 3 more matches for the regular season still to have for New Jersey. This is last off of Fort Wayne, so they will bring it back into Jersey. Jess Johnson from the right. Blasted right on out of there again. This is a defensive clearance call. Ball should go to the top of the arc. Again, it's been being set not quite at the spot we've expected it to with defensive clearances so far for the weekend. Martin shot. That hit off of her own player, Noelle DeFeedy, down there. DeFeedy, you'll see her 16 in the light blue. That's our New Jersey owner as well, and we can't thank Noelle enough for her contributions to this league early on in the club's history, and we really hope to have so many more of them. A new member here, as 5 of our other clubs are this season throughout Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. You lost one from last year, that was Panathinaikos Chicago, but you add 5 more, and overall double in size in just a single season. Year 1 to year 2, big leap. On the men's side, from 9 teams to 13, the age of expansion's upon us. 12 minutes, 45 seconds, second quarter, 3-1. Carmen Swigard, the keeper, trotting deeper and deeper. Let it loose. Lima, was tripped up. She wants to play this from the ground in front of Bruno. Wow, that was dangerous. Bruno deftly avoided the whole body there of Lima. Pompanino Strout slowly letting the line change come on, and now will begin the clearance. Johnson over for Sarah Martin. Sent down long. Bruno the target. Bruno tight battle. DeFeedy still lurking there too. Trust us, that's down in that furthest right corner. And finally the ball will hop out of there, mercifully. Pompanino's Strout let it loose. The header saves Swigard with the right hand. 11:36 of the quarter, stays where it is at 3-1. Summers got options. She's got a streaking Burt. Burt off of the keeper, see if anybody can clean it up. And a fairly physical tackle there on Schwalm and DeFeedy. Thought we'd see that maybe whistled. Moj Tahiti walking it up. Let one loose. Here's 6, Emily Myers. Myers, one of the most easily identifiable players in Women's Major League Indoor Soccer by the pure blondness of her hair. We cannot thank her enough, and it's a broadcaster's dream.
Get it going, get it going.
Slowly back to the keeper here, Coles, as we restart it. Under 11 minutes to play. Our score stays 3-1. The one Fort Wayne score in the waning seconds of the quarter. Just shot across the goal mouth from Jackie Bruno. Anyway, in the waning seconds of that first quarter, Natalia Lima off of a rebound. And nothing else to speak of on that Fort Wayne side. Once more in the pink kit, you see Carmen Swigard. And in the neon kit for Jersey, you see Abby Coles. Ortega with the back touch for Fort Wayne to the keeper. Now to her right, Mojtahedi. Right back for the goalkeeper, Swigard. Work it all around. She shoots one up again in the area of Burt. Not quite on target, but Swigard in their last match on Sunday did put 2 on target. Ortega pulled this just wide. She registered an assist in that game, saved 17 of 20, as well as put 2 shots on goal. You want to talk about filling up the stat sheet. That was Carmen Swigard's day in goal in that match on Sunday, where they would take down Kalamazoo at home at the Classic City Center in Waterloo, Indiana. 9 minutes, 40 seconds, second quarter. Ortega, Bruno, everybody's seeing, all right, who really wants to possess this ball? Myers for Brenna Burt. Burt slicing one in there, and the loose ball. Oh, not quite. That thing looked like it might spin on the goal line and do some sort of magic bullet business. Curve, bend, defy laws of physics. Was not quite to be. Stays a 3-1 contest. 9 minutes now to play. Second quarter. Johnson through ball intercepted there by Mojtahedi. Mojtahedi with the eyes down the field. Until very recently, Layla was unchallenged as a shot put on goal here from Ortega. She was unchallenged as the single game leader in goals and points. But not to be outdone, Ashley Batista in the Albuquerque match that this Jersey side played in Las Vegas would register those same stats with 6 goals and an assist to tie both of Mojtahedi's records from last season in a match at POW Chicago back on February the 23rd. 8-10, second quarter. Jersey burned the 1 timeout in this quarter for the seeming, as the rebound over the head of Swigard, for the seeming injury to the head of the keeper, Abby Coles. Martin from range saves Swigard. Bruno's follow is qualmed by Ortega. Quashed, whatever kind of cue verb you prefer. Myers missed on her tackle attempts. Jess Johnson, little wide. Watch Bruno to clean it up. Blocked. Ortega. Turnover in their own end. Once more a blocked shot, this time Mojtahedi. She will also make the WMLIS all-name squad, if that were certain. Swigard's failure to clear makes this a little bit more tough. Blocked once again, Mojtahedi on Martin. 7:15 of the quarter. Lima, solo run for now. Gets a little help. Lima over for Thomas, save! And the rebound just did not pop out far enough for Natalia Lima to put it back in as she did at the end of that first quarter. Halfway through quarter number 2. Ortega's interception here. She battles with Bruno. Bruno shielding her off a little bit with the right hand. No foul there. As clean as could possibly be in this match, folks. Stoltzfus up to the left. Shot. Lima, not quite. Ortega watching this ball drift all the way back for the keeper, Carmen Swigard. Here she comes again, that goalkeeper. Up for Stoltzfus. Lets it loose. Saved by Coles. Like the department store, except this goal is always closed. It's a stretch, but you'll deal with it, folks. Thank you for your patience. Ortega, restart coming. That wasn't the only history that we mentioned about Ashley Batista with the tying these single game goals and points records. There was tons of other history that fell in Las Vegas too. We want to just take a moment to briefly breeze through some of that with you as well. If the action will do its best to not interrupt us, thank you very much to all of our players on the field. Other things that we saw in that Vegas weekend that we had never seen before here in the W. How about 3 shutouts? The first 3 shutouts in the history of Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. 2 of them back-to-back in the very first 2 matches of the weekend on Saturday the 7th. Both for Vegas's Cassandra Tolton. The very first 2 shutouts in the history of the league back-to-back. Insanity. There would then be one more before we were out of the weekend with Phoenix's Melissa Avendano. And then by the time we had left Vegas, we thought, wow, there's a whole new stat category of shutouts that we've got to create. It's a fantastic problem to have. Same rules applied there as are applied right now. Thomas, bang! From Lima with an exclamation mark. Under 5 minutes, 3-2 contest. Got a whole different feel to it. Take a look at it again. Lima's first try was blocked. The second one was knocked into her by the defender, Johnson. And then Lima just a little tap over to Lena. Say that again, folks. Lima to Lena, and Thomas nets one. Just making sure everybody's still paying attention. 4 minutes, 30 seconds here until the half. An interception. Fort Wayne with numbers, but the pass into Lima was intercepted by Johnson. That's great vision for her defensively. Bruno handling. Now we'll pull this down. Slow up a little bit. Moshe Haiti is the on-ball defender of Bruno right now. That is an unenviable task. Pompanino Strout was calling Lima out there. She says, hey, come get it. So Lima and Lena Thomas both go and create some pressure. Summer now drifting a little bit further too. Moshe Haiti a touch in the right direction. Here's Summer for Fort Wayne. Oh, the back heel attempt. Thomas, it looks like his toss. She's in disbelief. Thomas is not going to get the whistle. And sat on the turf there a little bit longer to try to sell that call too. Oh boy. That's an entertaining sequence and perhaps an Oscar-worthy sequence, but it may have killed the perhaps scoring chance. Summer scores! And in the middle of winter, still, the Summer can shine on through if you look for it close enough. We're even 3 apiece. Eliana Summer, from herself, really, the rebound off the wall. She will not be credited the assist. So sorry. It's a good problem to have. 3 apiece, folks. Under 3 minutes until the half. So, 3 unanswered goals from Jersey to open. 3 unanswered goals from Fort Wayne to respond. Shot from Batista is blocked by Layla Mojtahedi. That touch was for Monique Gonzalez back defensively. The header from Schwalm saved, but it made it interesting into the hands of the keeper Coles. We'll have a 10-minute halftime, folks, so you will not be down long. Just stay right here with us. Maybe grab yourself a nutritious snack and a tall, cold beverage. Mojtahedi a little wide. Summer, the last goal scorer, your starting defender for Kalamazoo. Pardon us, in Kalamazoo, but starting for Fort Wayne. Can you tell it's been a long weekend, folks? We thank our host club, however, for their generous hosting. Swigard, the keeper, was staring down Batista. Summer is able to make him slow down a little bit by her defensive recovery speed. Jess Johnson saves Swigard. Johnson snapped one off on target there. Swigard keeps it where it is. We're at 3-3 with 90 seconds until the half. Once more, when we get under 1 minute, that's when the normal stoppages will apply. Shot blocked right off the back of Summer. She did not flinch. That looked practiced 1,001 times. Gonzalez with some space. Crosses over to her left. Pompanino Strout. Bruno in a bubble too. Bruno is tied up. Foul on Bruno perhaps, or is it going to go on Summer? Let's see as they enforce all this, but we are at the 1 minute mark. Clock is stopped.
Clock stopped at 1 minute.
Bruno is still down for a second. Everybody's going to take a moment to let cooler heads prevail.
Add 4 seconds.
The foul eventually should go on Eliana Summer. We were just waiting to see, okay, who's going to take this free kick? We weren't entirely certain. Farrell Pompanino Strauss staring down this free kick. Goes off to her left. Johnson, and knocked away with the softest of touches from Moj Tahiti. Still under 1 minute. Once more, folks, all of our normal timing rules for Women's Major League Indoor Soccer now apply. Starts and stops on things like fouls and restarts. Emily Myers looking for the through ball in for Stoltzfus. Gonsalves lost her footing. That was unfortunate, but didn't really end up affecting the play, as she was able to just play that ball back from the seat of her pants. 20 seconds till the half. Final battle or two. The keeper, Carmen Swigard, sends it down. Trickling, tick, tick, tick. Oh boy, and the defensive clearance is going to make this a lot more difficult. Our referee immediately signaling, rolling those hands. Again, it's sort of like the false start signal in American football. Layla Moj Tahiti from the stripe here, 7 seconds. What's the set play? Let's find out. Goes Summer over to her left, Stoltzfus. Rebound Summer, blocked, and that might have been the chance that they had to get that advantage on the scoreboard. Nonetheless, it is a fantastic second quarter for Fort Wayne. They get that Lima score right before the change of the first quarter, and they think, okay, we can breathe. We've got the one on the board. They get 2 more in that quarter, and Carmen Swigard, the goalkeeper there, suffocated them throughout the period. Natalia Lima, the first Fort Wayne scorer, then Lena Thomas from Natalia Lima, and Eliana Summer unassisted at 3:23 of that second quarter. And the first 3 Jersey scorers were Batista, pardon us, it was Bruno twice, and then Jessica Johnson. That's our scoring summary. Fairly simple. The shots favor Fort Wayne 14-10 right now, but the scoreboard favors no one. 3-all, folks, and we will go to the half. Once more, we come to you live from Let's Play Soccer here in Portage. Tanner White with Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. You're watching MLIS Pro TV. Don't go anywhere for half number 2.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
Caitlin Clark, amazing at assists. Gamebridge, the ultimate assist for your savings. But ever since they teamed up, she's taken assisting to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, great at assists. Gamebridge, great at assists for your savings.
We all have goals. But let's be honest, most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Barca camp, I sing my song grown on and off of the field. Don't miss the time to register.
Sign up now for Barca camp.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
Caitlin Clark, amazing at assists. Gamebridge, the ultimate assist for your savings. But ever since they teamed up, she's taken assisting to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, great at assists. Gamebridge, great at assists for your savings.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Barca camp, I sing my song grown on and off of the field. Don't miss the time to register.
Sign up now for Barca camp.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
Caitlin Clark, amazing at assists. Gamebridge, the ultimate assist for your savings. But ever since they teamed up, she's taken assisting to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, great at assists. Gamebridge, great at assists for your savings.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back inside Let's Play Soccer here in Portage, Kalamazoo, Oshtemo, Michigan area. We continue to just fudge it around because it's like, when you look on the map, it's tough to say, but we'll say Kalamazoo for now. Our Kalamazoo weekend has seen 3.5 matches now. We kick off the final half of the final one. It's Fort Wayne, it's New Jersey. It is a 3-all contest as we come out of the break. Thanks once more for joining us here on MLIS Pro TV. Tanner White with Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. And let us play one more half, folks. These two clubs have two very different quarter stories to tell. That first quarter, up until just a handful of seconds left in it, was dominated by that Jersey side. Tell it like it is. Natalia Lima would score just moments from the end of that one. Carmen Swigard first stuff for the second half here. But Natalia Lima, off of a rebound from Eliana Summer, was the important score that began to turn the tides in the waning seconds of that first quarter. Fort Wayne, that entire second quarter, really not a whole lot of issues. Lena Thomas from Natalia Lima and Eliana Summer from Ariana Stoltzfus were your Fort Wayne scores, so they've now scored 3 unanswered of their own, and that's how we sit. Your shots still show an advantage 14-10 on the Fort Wayne side. Here is 8 Kim Ortega and 15 Sayawani Oaxaca. Little battle here. Ortega rushing back once more, cutting off Oaxaca again. We tell you once again, Fort Wayne is in the black kits with the hints of purple, and in the light blues with the white numbers is New Jersey. The New Jersey Angels Football Club and Fort Wayne's own Summit City Sentinels. Solo run on Thomas, too high. Lena Thomas scored one at 5:02-ish, unofficially in the second quarter. A little bit difficult to nail down those timestamps with the running clocks. Once more, we'll tell you, in this third quarter, our clock will run the entire 15 minutes until we get down to that last 1 minute of the quarter. Then normal start and stop rules apply here with Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. Necessary for these kinds of weekends where we're trying to pack in a number of games and trying to condense the time between games in these facilities. Folks, that nearly stopped my heart. Oh, and remember to tip your camera crews too, because that could have been dangerous. Shot snuck under Swigard and scored! Oaxaca! And the Angels have struck first with this anointed score. Oaxaca sneaking it under far post. 4-3 contest as we restart. Under 12.5. Lena Thomas continues to be one of your most active players in this one. Thomas probably has spent the most time in possession of anybody on the Fort Wayne side, even as Natalia Lima typically operates as their top target forward. The keeper looks like is going to tap this out of bounds. Probably have the defensive clearance in a moment. Under 12 minutes here, third quarter. Stoltzfus a little wide. Ooh, the keeper is in a tangle of a mess of a pile up, and thankfully she comes out unscathed. So we did have a goalkeeper change at the half. Jackie Nassie on in relief of Abby Coles. Coles had the funky little ball that whacked her on the head, and she tried to call timeout down on the field. We're actually told by our referees that that was awarded as an injury timeout, so in fact not a charged timeout on the New Jersey side. Our timeout situation is normal, and so the teams will still have two in the second half to use. Stoltzfus snapped one, saved, heroic from Nassie. And now we'll take a look at this ball that nearly smoked us. I mean, do you hear it rattling cage around there, folks? That is dangerous. It was worth the wait. And yours truly was stunned, recoiling from the impact of that ball in the glass. Carmen Swigard, the keeper. Now her clearance intercepted here by Farrell Pompanino Strout, 20 in the light blues. Pompanino Strout has the eyes forward. She'll lace this up for Oaxaca. Seoane Oaxaca, a Passaic, New Jersey native, 21 years of age, played at Rutgers University of Newark for 3 years and then graduated early. Now that is a good problem to have. So she's played there in smaller clubs like Passaic Youth Soccer. This is just crossed in front of 10 Ashley Batista for Jersey. Also played for North Jersey FC and Ironbound, just all around the New Jersey area, and almost everybody identifies themselves as from New Jersey except the captain, the owner, Noelle DeFede, as well as Jackie Bruno, both Staten Island, New York natives. Under 10 minutes, 4-3, New Jersey over Fort Wayne. Thomas back for the keeper, Carmen Swigard. Swigard is still the all-time leader in Women's Major League Indoor Soccer in saves and wins, with 122 coming into play in this one and 5 wins, respectively. 9:20, third quarter. Here's Kim Ortega, 8 in the black. Ortega, back touch for the goalkeeper. Swigard yet to score so far in her WMLIS career, but did register an assist on Sunday's match at home versus Kalamazoo. Defensive clearance appears to be signaled. That's what we saw as well. Free kick coming. Layla Mojdahedi. Over to her right. Ortega. There's nobody lurking on that left block to put it down, though, for the Fort Wayne side. Oaxaca clears herself. Oaxaca pickpocketed. The recovery speed from Brenna Burt was there. Summer one more interception, and finally the Fort Wayne side will try and clear this out of their own end. Taking them quite a while to do so, but it looks like Mojdahedi will. Then gives it up right away. Good vision. Intercepted by Jessica Johnson. That is the New Jersey captain. You'll see her with the yellow captain's armband. We think she's still got it on. Though she may have discarded it, or we're not sure if she just pulled her sleeves down. 3-line pass. We heard our referees call it immediately. Once more, you pass that ball all the way over 3 lines as any non-goalkeeper field player, and you will give up a free kick just like this. The defending team guilty of it that time. And here comes Jess Johnson to take this. Blocked right off of Lena Thomas. Bruno making this way more difficult than it should be. Finally, the ball squirts over to the keeper, Swigard. She puts it down. Lena Thomas collects in the attacking end. Thomas with some great dekes. Thomas saved. More like Jackie Nasty. That was fantastic. Nasty, we told you, was the keeper that came on in relief. She is a Ramsey, New Jersey native, 28 years of age, went to Western Carolina University, a strong Division I program. she's probably very different from most when we ask their favorite soccer memories. A lot of people are going to tell you, well, this game-winning goal or save that I had, this is a little bit high from Bruno. The second one is wide. But she says, my favorite soccer memories come from competitive goalkeeper trainings and practices. How many people do you hear say that our favorite memories or moments are in practice? That's increasingly rare, we'd say, all the time, with sort of the instant gratification that sports can provide us and how enthralled we are in numbers. Ball is placed back on the dot here. Here is Sarah Martin. We're winding towards 6 minutes here to play. Martin snuck it through and scored! The Seeing Eye singles are just finding holes right now. 5-3. Watch Martin's approach, maybe a little nonchalant. Wasn't a whole lot of shake or shimmy to it, but struck well with the left. And underneath the keeper, Carmen Swigard, 5-3 New Jersey. Nassi will be whistled this time for the defensive clearance. She was clearly frustrated, kind of reared her head back in frustration, perhaps disdain. 5 minutes, 25 seconds here. It's 5-3. That goal helps, sure, but you cannot in any way feel comfortable about this. Set play is snuffed out quick from Oaxaca defensively. Swigard, the goalkeeper. Last touched on the Jersey side. Fort Wayne, we heard from the bench, wanted to get a change on, a substitution. They couldn't do it at the time. Left back, Lima shot saved. It was another Lima to Lena connection. Again, mixing the first and the last names. Stick with us, folks. Natalia Lima and Lena Thomas. But Jackie Nassi, the goalkeeper, stuffed it no matter who it was. Swigard's touch will be whistled. Let's see, did they get her for defensive clearance that time? Under 4.5 to play. Still a 5-3 contest. Martin blazed another, but little too high. Left a nitrous trail behind that ball. We should have our other game over in Salt Lake City kicking off in just moments. Also found on MLIS Pro TV. That game's scheduled for a 2 p.m. Eastern kickoff or 12 Mountain Time for the locals over there. Sarah Martin once more. Martin finally doubled. That's really good help there from Lena Thomas. Thomas loses it herself and maybe is tossed by Bruno too, but that's just what Bruno's been doing to people. Bruno wide. Monique Gonzalez, same thing. Another try. Swigard with the challenge. And then from the deck, stares down the barrel and survives the attack from Dana Young. Goalkeeper Carmen Swigard with a gargantuan effort to keep her side in this. The 2 unanswered Jersey goals, though, make it more difficult, especially with running clocks. 2 goals can feel like 10. Off the head of Pompanino, Strout in the correct direction. Jersey is quick but not in a hurry in this one. I think that's what you like most about their style of play. Haven't made mental mistakes practically at all in this one. You get beat sometimes. Swigard challenging Bruno once more. They're tied up. Finally, the pile breaks up. And everything is going to shake up if New Jersey wins this match, folks. We'll start talking about it the closer and closer it gets to reality. but everything becomes more interesting. Again, we're all playing for finals weekend in Las Vegas, the final weekend of March. 28th and 29th over at Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. Papanino's Strout touch off of our referee there. Well done, young man, to evade. And we've got a minute and a half to play for the quarter. Once more, once we get under 1 minute, our normal start and stop rules of the clock will apply. We believe we've hit on that every single quarter out of the entire season that we've played running clock so far. If not, shame on me. Shot, scored! And trim it by one once more, Emily Myers. An incredibly important score. It's oh so weighty in this one. Clock will now stop at the 1 minute mark. We're seeing Myers from Thomas, we believe. 5-4. Let's just make it dramatic. Let's just go down to the fourth quarter with it. Why don't you? Jersey side still got 45 seconds, so no need to relax. And no ability to if you wanted to. Body pressure from Moj to Haiti. Two defenders there on the Fort Wayne side. 23 Savannah Simmers, as well as Lena Thomas. Simmers also a new addition to the roster for this match. The back heel, cool look there. The touch to Martin. Good battles to be had individually between the goalkeepers, between all these one-on-ones everywhere, folks. It's just a good one going down. And it's going to go all the way down to the fourth quarter. Another entertaining 15 minutes we were just met with, folks. It is a 5-4 contest. New Jersey with the 2-1 scoring edge in the quarter. Oaxaca and Johnson, they got one apiece. And then Emily Myers from Lena Thomas, the final score of the quarter. 5-4, let's go to the fourth. Tanner White with Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. You're watching MLIS Pro TV.
In Barca camp, I sing my song Grown on and off of the field. Don't miss the time to register.
Sign up now for Barca camp.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
And we are back for the final quarter of the entire Kalamazoo weekend here with Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. Welcome back inside Let's Play Soccer here in Portage. It is a 5-4 contest in the final match of the weekend. The New Jersey Angels Football Club will hold the lead there, and we have our other match kicking off in just a moment. Hey, how you doing, folks? It is a pleasure. We come to you live from Let's Play Soccer. Tanner White with Women's Major League Indoor Soccer on MLIS Pro TV. Out of our quarter break, folks. Once more, a 5-4 contest and as tight as could be around here. New Jersey had their scores for the third quarter, Seoane Oaxaca and Jessica Johnson. And Fort Wayne got one from Emily Myers, assist to Lena Thomas, as that was 1:13 to play in the quarter. And that was the scoring summary for that third quarter, the 2-1 scoring edge to the road club for this one, New Jersey. As they begin to take the field here, again, it begins to get more exciting around the standings here when we do start to talk about the final outcomes of this match. So Fort Wayne sits at 3-1 so far, 9 points. That's all well and good, but this will be only just their 5th match played, right? You see the records down there at the bottom of your screen. You have games played, wins, and losses. That's how you read those down at the bottom. So Fort Wayne 3-1, New Jersey 2-4. Yes, but a Jersey win here now puts them even in points with the Fort Wayne side, and then those two become tied for that second spot. Remember, you got to be in the top 2 in your conference, folks, in order to make it to that finals weekend in Las Vegas. Swigard off the head of Natalia Lima, 9 in the black. Once more for our final quarter, we'll give you those brief housekeeping reminders if Jess Johnson doesn't want to score this first. All right, here we are. We will tell you that New Jersey wears the light blue kits with the white shorts, and for Fort Wayne, the all blacks with the accents of purples. Skied up too high from Ashley Batista. Over the head of Carmen Swigard. She has the pink goalkeeper kit for Fort Wayne, and on the other side with the neon kit, we've actually had, see if we had another change. Did they go back with Coles, the starting keeper? We'll see if we can glance along the bench. They did not, so that is indeed still Jackie Nassy. But Nassy came on in relief of the starting keeper, Abby Coles. Again, we speculate that could be sort of the little bump on the head that she got towards the end of the first half, and she signaled timeout herself. It was, I think, 14-19 of the second quarter, and that was an official's timeout that was awarded, so it was not a charged timeout on the New Jersey side. 13 minutes, 45 seconds, standing between somebody and a very influential win in the standings. Fort Wayne, they win this, and you can start to think, yeah, it's kind of a comfortable lead for them for that second spot at least, if not being able to think about catching Chicago. And we know what Chicago's done from the moment they've set foot on the field for the very tough takeaway. Mojtahedi is whistled, and that will draw ire. You'll probably hear it. With a capital I-R-E.
Not on this tournament, no.
Under 13 minutes. Sometime does run off here after the foul, but it is a common foul. It did not bring a card out. Pompanino Strout. Fun set piece here. Johnson. Her shot is blocked by Lena Thomas. Natalia Lima coming out of the pack for Fort Wayne. Lima with the eyes ahead, full head of steam. Lena steps through everybody. Shot, scored! It's Lima for Lena once more. That two-player run, that combo is devastating so far, and it's 5 apiece. Look at Lima's final touch, and then Lena Thomas is sitting there on the doorstep thinking, hello, slam dunk. 12 minutes, 12 seconds. Let's play on, and a new ball game at 5 apiece. 12 to play, and it just got even juicier. Final match of the weekend, folks. It looked like it may be kind of a slower start on the Fort Wayne side as they trailed 3-0 almost all the way to the end of the first quarter, and you thought, oh, well, they've come out a little bit flat, and maybe their energy has been sapped from having to travel, here yesterday evening, take on Kalamazoo, play the whole match, go back home, most of them anyway, and come back here again, another trip, and you're talking nearly 100 miles from the Fort Wayne area. A lot to think about for them, and yet, nonetheless, they show up, and in this second half have made it oh so interesting. Jess Johnson, little wide of the keeper Swigard. Johnson on her follow, topped it. Yours truly, and a golf shot relate. 11 and change to play. We should start saying in regulation. We don't want to jinx anything. Layla Mojtahedi, a touch off of Ashley Batista. Batista for Bruno. clear, and the jersey run may be on. Stoltzfus, a little hip check on Bruno. Batista high over the head of Swigard, just underneath that Let's Play logo. Once more, that's where we're coming to you live from Let's Play Soccer here in Kalamazoo-ish. Just know you can punch that into your device, and if you try and find one in Kalamazoo, it would be awfully difficult to do so. So many of us around this weekend have experienced that. Whistle late, quite late. I think we see the card coming out, though. Blue card is in the hand of our referee. Let's see. Yes, now it is presented, and so the very first power play should be in effect for this match. If that's the case, we'll see who they sent off. We see Jess Johnson appearing to come off so far. 10 minutes and 16 seconds here. Clock is stopped. 2-minute power play. This is a player advantage. It's 5 field players to 4. Fort Wayne with the advantage here and the ability to take the lead off of it too. The keeper, Carmen Swigard, you could see her get a little bit more involved in the attack for that reason, that they do have that player advantage. It becomes almost a 6-on-4 situation. Myers from the doorstep, save Nassie, and then cleared off the goal line by Farrell Pompanino Strouds. Already an eventful first 20-some seconds of advantage time for Fort Wayne. They need it. They need it now. First power play of the match. Swigard off to Eliana Summer. Just chipped high from Kim Ortega. Ortega from that right block area. 9:30 to play. We had 10:16, the time of the penalty. There's still plenty of advantage time. Lima saved. That's fantastic from Jackie Nassie. We don't want to overuse that term, Jackie Nasty, but it feels so fitting. Blocked. That shot was Mojtahedi. I think we're finally getting a whistle here. We're hearing that that ball did hit the nets hanging down from the ceiling. So that's one of those superstructure violations. Everybody's looking around because the play was kind of let to continue for a little while. And so everybody's probably thinking, we don't like this. We don't like this call. We don't like this play being stopped right here regardless. Mojtahedi to bring it in from downtown. Not quite on target. 30 seconds. 30 seconds of penalty time. Mojtahedi bluffs. Here comes the keeper, Carmen Swigard again. Over to her right. Mojtahedi once more. Ortega back to her. Mojtahedi, lefty, wide. Cleaned up, not quite, from Madison Schwalm, and it looks like the time just may run out on the power play without a score. And there comes the gate open. There's Jess Johnson. Fort Wayne will go over on the power play. Lima just tried to shove this in at Nassie. And no dice yet. Seven minutes, 50 seconds. 5-all. And that power play unsuccessful for Fort Wayne. Does it hurt? Well, you could say no, but it in no way helps to not get the goal there. All credit to the New Jersey side and Jackie Nassie for the save that she made. I believe on Lima. Schwalm around the right board. Bruno threw this off the back of Mojtahedi. Johnson looking off Lima as she came up to apply some pressure. Summer and Sarah Martin in a tough battle. Summer finally wins this ball. That was an individual effort for the ages. Still, though, Fort Wayne unable to clear. Johnson, a central touch for Martin. Martin defended by Ortega. Ortega comes up now onto Bruno. That is an unenviable assignment. That shot from Johnson blocked by Mojtahedi. Jersey with a long time in possession here. They've got 6.5 to play for regulation. Shot, Martin scored! That is blistered with a capital B. Let's take a look one more time. Are the cracks in the armor showing for Carmen Swigard, you wonder? That lefty heater caught her, lunged to her right, came up shy. Under 6. We got 5 minutes and now 50 seconds to play. 6-5, New Jersey. Go ahead score, Sarah Martin. It's not like we'll know anything about finals weekend for certain. It's just that it gets shaken up so dramatically and so quickly should anything happen here. Whistle as this ball's out of play. Brought in off the set piece. Thomas chippy, she scores! It's one more dramatic beat in what's becoming one of the best matches we can offer here for the season with Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. Out of breath, folks. My apologies. Lena Thomas once more. It's just another on the stat sheet for her. But for the whole season, that goal means something. 6-6. Thomas, hat trick. Under 4.5 to play. 4 minutes, 23 seconds to be precise. Martin on target, saves Swigard. Contact, let's see. What are they thinking? Guards down. Who do they get? Swigard, you can tell, is just physically struggling. We think we're seeing PK awarded to Martin. And coming off for Fort Wayne is Savannah Simmers. PK attempt. This means, should this attempt be netted, that the power play is over in effect at that point. Simmer takes the seat. Martin, penalty kick, one-on-one with the defending goalkeeper of the year and the leader all-time in saves, Carmen Swigard. Martin snuck it in and scored! That is UNBELIEVABLE unbelievable. Check my spelling, folks. That's absurd. Martin, once more, sneaks it under Carmen Swigard on the penalty kick. 7-6. The penalty kick score. Now you've got no more advantaged time. Again, that releases that penalty. Our other match underway. They're from Salt Lake City. That's a 2-2 contest. Still in the first quarter there. Salt Lake City and Phoenix, the top two clubs in the West of Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. 3:20 now to play. Fort Wayne's been in these dramatic ones before. They played here against Kalamazoo. Had a match a whole lot like this. They would end up winning 7-6. They ended up giving up 3 goals to Kalamazoo in the second half as Lima tries to stuff this in on the keeper, Nassi. Fort Wayne would go up 6-0 last Sunday. Again, they were home in that one against Kalamazoo. And Kalamazoo would score the last 3 goals of that one, so that became a 6-3 contest. It was very interesting. I don't think you've seen anything quite like this yet so far. Shot, not quite. But man, Sarah Martin is scary right now. She's the hot foot. 2:34. Lena Thomas. Thomas. Not quite, but close. Got to have somebody there ready with the rebound. Swigard, the keeper, trotting out a little bit further. Lima is hooked there a little bit. No whistle. Layla Mojtahedi too. Lima might have some space. Lima, soft touch here. Mojtahedi coming up. Blocked, it looked like. Defensive clearance called. Swigard knows, hey, we got to set this ball as quick as possible. She bowls that aggressively to a referee to get it spotted. 1:50 to play. Mojtahedi on approach. Shot saved up high from Nassi. Loose for a moment. Kim Ortega had designs of cleaning that up. The keeper challenged once more, and now that ball is going to have to go backwards for a second. It's a good job from Summer not to panic. Under 90 seconds. Mojtahedi, not quite. Thomas wanted a heroic fourth score. Just off the top of the plexiglass, overneath that goal frame. Over top of that goal frame, rather. Minute, 10 seconds. Again, once we get under 1 minute, we'll have all normal timing rules apply. Will the Fort Wayne side even seek to pull the goalkeeper during play? You do have that option. Under 1 minute now. Oaxaca on the run. Oaxaca was solo for a moment. Defended tight by Mojtahedi for Fort Wayne. 45 seconds. The keeper up to Ortega. And everybody's looking around like, hey, we don't have enough attacking options right now. We got to start throwing this in the right direction here. Tick, tick, tick. Audibly, louder and louder as we go along. The challenge. Thomas on the doorstep. Jackie Nasty. There's just 15 seconds to keep it clean. Off of Thomas. Lima with pressure. Ortega a steal. Got to have it right now if you're ever going to do it. Do or die for Fort Wayne. Lima wide. And let's play soccer has just seen one of the most fantastic matches that this league could offer. That is 4 quarters of soccer cinema. Your final score, the New Jersey Angels Football Club, 7. Fort Wayne Summit City Sentinels, 6. The game winner on a PK off of the blue card. Shivers, chills, fevers all at once. Man, that was a treat. Take a look back at some of our highlights in this one. The goalkeeper, Carmen Swigard for Fort Wayne, cannot in any way be faulted for this. Unofficially, the stats right now are struggling to keep up a little bit. However, credited with 6 saves on her side on 12 shots on goal against. For New Jersey, their goalkeepers, Jackie Nassi and Abby Coles, with 700 and 750 save percentages respectively. And again, we'll need to parse through our stats a little bit more to clean it all up later, but we can tell you Lena Thomas recorded a hat trick, and you had the game-winning score from Sarah Martin on the PK to wrap this thing up. Oh, it has been a weekend, folks. We continue to try these ambitious weekends all across the league, all the time here in Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. Sometimes it has to be done to get all 40 of these regular season games in, and we are all still playing for Las Vegas. Everybody's still alive. It's now a 3-4 record for New Jersey. They will tie Fort Wayne in the standings. A 3-2 record for Fort Wayne, but again, it's all about those points. At the end of the day, everybody's got to get those 10 regular season matches in and then see where all the chips fall. It is just about time for us to depart, take one last look at a couple of these late scores in the 3rd and 4th quarters of a dramatic one. But you have absolutely been treated, as have we. All right, folks, ton of soccer left to play in the season, but we will say goodbye for now. From Let's Play Soccer in the Oshtemo Portage area, thanks to everybody who joined us. I'm Tanner White with Women's Major League Indoor Soccer. You've been watching MLIS Pro TV.
Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before.
Thank you.